I ain't even gonna let the beat drop. They hear that sound, they know what time it is. Yes, sir. This is another one, baby. We're back once again. UNK and CHICO, Sunday Night Live, bringing it to you live and direct. Uncle Neely, what's cracking-lating? What's happening? How you doing?
Hey, man, it is on and popping. What it do, Big Dog CHICO? Another Sunday Night Live with UNK and Big Dog CHICO. You know what, man? I want to apologize. I want to apologize to the people out there.
Apologize? What you apologizing about?
Because before we start this show, what the hell was they doing on Sunday nights? That's our fault. That's our fault. We should have been did this. Like they say back home, been did. We should have been done this.
It's been done this.
You know what? Don't make no difference. We here. We're gonna be here every Sunday. Win, lose, or draw in life, and it doesn't matter. We're coming off a win. We here. We got a special guest gonna come on later on tonight with us. We're gonna chop it up about what went down in Texas Tech. We're gonna forecast what's to come in Utah. It's Sunday Night Live with Uncle CHICO. CHICO, how was your week, baby? How you been?
Man, first of all, I just ran back up in here. I need to get in some shape because I just ran in here. I left my shades in the truck. Had to go get them. Shout out to Blenders, you know what I mean? But my weekend was good, man. Of course, anytime we get a buff win, my weekend is good. It started off a little bit shaky only because I sent you a text, Uncle Neil, and I said, "Are we wearing black pants or white pants?" And I bet you was like, "Man, what the hell, CHICO talk about it? He talk about these gold pants again?" Yes, I'm dead serious about not wearing those gold pants and white jerseys. So once I got that text from you saying that we're wearing black jerseys, I said, "Yes, sir. It's gonna be a win tonight." So yeah, I was good after that.
And my bad, I didn't see the text right off, so it was sitting there a second. And then when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, he talking about what we rocking, what the uniform's gonna be." I'm got you, Mama Tia. What's up? I see you here, Gonesville Clothing this year. It's another Sunday night. Hey, CHICO, let me tell you something, baby.
Oh no, talk to me.
And this is to all the naysayers, all the haters that was out there. Let me tell you this: we tried to tell y'all even after that Nebraska loss that everything was still in front of this team. That we were going to get Miss Peggy to a bowl game, check, and that the Big 12 championship was going to be in play. And then everybody lost their mind. No way Colorado would even have a path to the Big 12 championship. And not only we give Miss Peggy a bowl game, we are sitting in sole possession of second place in the Big 12. And this is a team, CHICO, that they said was going to be 11th in the Big 12, sitting there second. Got 3 conference games left. Win out, control your own destiny, baby. Doesn't matter what happens to everybody else. You win, you win.
Sitting there at number 2, sitting there at second in the conference of the Big 12 right now, right behind BYU, who skirted out a victory at the last second over Utah, who we'll be facing. So we'll talk about that too. I think that'll be our biggest test. A lot of people talking about this past week. Well, every week, every game from here on out is the biggest test, you know, like they say in basketball sometimes. This is a playoff game, no matter what. I think that's how it is right now for us, but no pressure because we're playing our best football and we're just hitting our stride right now. And like you say, that arrow is pointing up, you know, and we're going straight up to the moon like crypto is right now since your boy Donald Trump been in office.
So, don't you put that joke on me, my boy. Hey, but I tell you what, that next morning after the election, man, that market took off.
Yes, indeed.
It was gone.
I think it's going to continue to go on up, well, creep up like Uncle or Mama Tia said right here. I creeped in on the live last night, 10 seconds. Mama Tia creeped in on mine the other night too for a few seconds also. So I appreciate her. She's going to have to sneak in tonight also.
Oh, yeah. Much love to Mama Tia, man. She supports, you know, has been going through some things back home and is still finding a way to support these platforms. You know, always coming through with a super chat or two. Got nothing but love, respect, admiration for Mama T out there and all the fans who watch on both platforms. And in fact, while we're mentioning that, be sure to hit that like button while we're on live. Be sure to subscribe to both channels, Big Dog CHICO's channel, as well as the Pregame Show Network. Hey, CHICO, I see you rocking them blenders. And one thing people need to know about blenders, you ain't just got to go to blenders.com. You can get blenders at the Glass House Optical from Miss Stacey Marie. She carries blenders as well.
Yeah, not just blenders, but she got that luxury stuff too. The Gucci, the Cartier buffs, as a matter of fact, and some of the ones like you're wearing right now. Also, you get some Carreras like me. And hey man, stay tuned. Also, we're gonna have a special guest come on. We're gonna talk about Travis Hunter. We're gonna talk about Shedeur Sanders. We got some super freshman buffs that are playing right now that need some attention that we must bring a spotlight to. We're gonna have our goon of the game. Of course, we have our top 5. We're nearly gonna take a beat down, of course, because I'm gonna win this draft tonight. We have top 5 hood movies. I'm sure you guys saw the the thumbnail, so get ready for it. All right.
Boy, you starting off with the comedy already. I love it. I thought you were gonna say the big laughs to after the 30-minute mark. We ain't 10 minutes in, and you're already coming with the jokes. Chico beat Neely in a draft. Woo-hoo!
All right, so that's what you guys need to do in the chat. Make sure y'all let us know who wins this draft. As a matter of fact, get in the chat right now and turn it up. Let us know where you're checking in from, how you checking in, and what you got going on. We got a lot of longtime supporters in the chat right now. Shouts out to Debbie Garcia coming in from Waco, Texas. She's been supporting so long. I know where she's located, damn near Waco, Texas. You know, and everybody out there. We got Jay Grimes coming on the show also from Grimes Times Podcast. We're gonna have to let you guys know what he's got going on, man. Got some different updates for you guys, but a little bit of a recap from last game. Big win for the Buffs, of course. 41-27 this past or last night. You know, we do the recap. Shedeur Sanders did his thing, leading the team with 291 passing yards, completing 30 of 43 passes, accounting for 4 total touchdowns, 3 passing and 1 rushing. Well, he definitely did his Shedeur pose. Shout out to Travis Hunter, who had 9 catches, 99 yards, and the touchdown, and also played spectacular on defense. I got a clip of him getting the pick that was called back for an offsides penalty, but nonetheless, it was just an amazing play that he made. And we're going to talk about his Heisman odds also. Highlights from the game from your point of view, Uncle Neely.
Yeah, I'm gonna start at the beginning, man. I think that we had a slow start on offense, a slow start on defense as well. Defense was out there first. One of the things I think led up to that, you know, Chico, when you get your rah-rah speech, your pep talk speech from the head coach, and you come down that tunnel and get ready to go out, you know, you're ready to go play right then. And there was some miscommunication between the officials and our staff, and we had about an 8-minute wait, you know, in the tunnel, you know, before we came out there. And I think that led to some of the flatness, or certainly didn't help. But here's when I knew for a fact that we were in control of this game, even though we were down on the scoreboard. When they had a uncharacteristic of us advantage on our kickoff and came down the field and scored, and then in those next 2 possessions when our offense was flat, when our defense, one of the top defenses in the nation, held them to just 2 field goals, when they weren't able to be up 21-0 and they were just up, you know, 13-0, you knew then all Shedeur and Travis got to do connect to somebody on this offense, whether it's Wester, you know, whether it's Shepard. Once we get on the scoreboard, you're back in the game. You stay in the game, and, you know, you get the ball back first after halftime. So shout out to our defense. And I talked to Coach Prime about that at halftime. I thought the defense in that first half, and, you know, damn well in the second half, what they always do, I think the defense in that first quarter was able to keep the ship afloat. That's something that didn't happen, you know, last year when something would go wrong in one category, the wheels would come off in another, and then it would just escalate. This year's team is built to complement each other. When we have games where we play complementary football, we just kick butt all game. But the other benefit is when we have a lapse somewhere, like Mate had a bad game, you know, as far as his standards goes. But you look at what the defense was able to do, even when Texas Tech had the ball at an advantage, you know, on the kickoff, and so forth and so on, man. When you look at that game in its totality, and you look at the freshmen that were playing in that game, what Jordan Seaton was able to do, you look at what Cash rules everything around me. Get the money.
Get the money.
Cash Cleveland balled out, man. You look at what the folks who stepped in due to injuries, you know, and that defensive line were able to do. Even when it looked like they were mounting some kind of comeback at the end, you just knew that dude to dude, scheme to scheme, Colorado had the upper hand all night long.
Most definitely. You mentioned those freshmen we got to talk about. And Cash Cleveland came in for Hank Zelinskas at the center position and played significant amount of time. I think he came in the first quarter, first or second quarter, and continued to play throughout the game. And we didn't see any type of drop off there. Actually graded out over 70% on the PFF grade. Also, Jordan Seaton over 83%. Two freshmen starting on the offensive line. 3 freshmen playing total on that offense if you include Draylon Miller. I asked Phillip Dukes, what does this say? You know, after we did the post game, I asked him, what does this say to all the freshmen out there? And he said, line it up. That means that you come here, you can play. You put in the work, you can come play immediately. No need to sit behind anyone else. What is your take on that, seeing those freshmen out there playing significant time, being a big part of this ball club?
Exactly. I think Dukes with the scoop is spot on. You know, one of the knocks on Coach Prime that they were out there lying about is that all he does is rely on the portal. And when you look at what we have done signing players out of high school, and when Coach Prime recruits you and signs you, he recruits and signs you because he believes in you. And if he believes in you, that's not some delayed gratification. You're going to have the opportunity to make a difference on this team right now. He goes after players that can have an immediate impact, a right now impact. And so you look at, you know, Draylon Miller, he's out there making noise, or Jordan Seaton out there making noise, a walk-on freshman like Cash Cleveland out there making noise. The depth that we have on defensive line, the opportunities they get, which is something that Coach Sapp and Coach D. Lou and Coach Dancy preached into these guys all fall camp long in the first couple of weeks of the season, that, hey, guys, we're going to be rotating. There's going to be injuries that happen. There's going to be guys who have bad games and bad matchups. You're going to get your opportunity to be ready. And look what McNeil did with his opportunity. And then not only just the total number of plays he was making, the timing in the game when he was making them, you know, when you just had to have it. And so here's a guy that you just, you know, from a, you know, if you're at practice, you know what he's capable of. But from a game standpoint, you're like, man, who the hell is this guy? We didn't see this dude coming. And this team is full of dudes like that. So I think Dukes is just right. You know, we recruit out of high school, we sign guys out of portal, and everybody is here because they damn talented and can make noise.
I'm gonna say this just because I want to. If they would have listened to your boy a while ago when these guys first came in and I scouted them and I told you about them, a guy like Amari McNeil coming from Tennessee, University of Tennessee, he's out of Georgia, Atlanta, but just looking at his hand usage, I said if he got in there early enough like he did, worked with Coach Mo in that weight room like he did, got a year under his belt playing at Colorado. Now you bring in Coach D. Lou, Coach Warren Sapp, and Coach Rob Livingston with that defensive front that he has next to him with Chidozie Nwankwo in them. The man really balled out, and I think he's really coming into his own now with Coach Prime saying, hey, man, it's a difference in chances and opportunity, and he's taking advantage of his opportunity right there. Mari McNeil, along with Keaton Wade, also on that defensive line, really balled out. Shout out to Anquan Barnes, Chidozie Nwankwo, Taufik Thomas, all of those guys, and the guy who made the big play at the end of the ball game in the end zone to force that fumble that Shiloh picked up for the touchdown was Arden Walker, the legacy buff.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and the list could go on and on and on, even on the offensive side of the ball with the O-line and the game that they played and the games that they have been playing. You look at the total number of sacks, you know, per game now compared to this time last year. And we all know what happens when Shedeur, you know, Sanders has an upright chance and get those shoulders square and can get his feet planted. Like he's going to light you up, you know, and completing a significant, always in that 70 to 75, even at times 80% completion rates, which goes shout out to that offensive line. And even the running game, you know, you may look at the total yards and discount it, but the effort that's being made by Pat Shermer in calling runs and the effort that's being made by running backs when the name is called, dude, like, you know, that just changes the way the defense has to play now. Then going back to the defensive side, man, with the noise that BJ is back there making, you know, disrupting even when he doesn't get the sack or doesn't get the strip fumble, just disrupting every play back there.
I didn't even say BJ Green and Sam Okolola's name. That's how many guys was making plays out there, man. And really, they held Taj Brooks, who ended up being the all-time leading rusher in Texas Tech's history. They held him to under 100 yards for most of that game. Just at the end where he broke off that long run, really put him over that.
In the third quarter, I think he was at 58 yards. And then there was a concerted effort by Texas Tech for him to break the record, last night. And so they fed him some. And, we were kind of lackadaisical on defense at that point because the game was kind of wrapped up. And that's something that Coach Prime doesn't care for. That left a bad taste in his mouth, and then we got to finish games. But shout out to him for breaking, that record. But we were certainly on pace to be the first team to keep him under 100 yards. And when you look at probably 80-90% of the game, he was just that. And late in the fourth quarter, had some big runs to get him over. So we always have said that this D-line, with the addition of Sapp and, D-Lou coming in and Dancy getting his own room on the ends, that the first goal was going to be to stop the run. And by stopping the run, you earned the right to then rush the quarterback. And so we left last night leading the Big 12 in sacks, and I think about number 5 or 6 in the nation, if I'm not mistaken, in total sacks.
All right. Hey, we're going to bring on a guest real quick just to give his analysis, his expert analysis, who's been covering the Buffs for 20-plus years. Also does a podcast with myself. You can find him at buffstampede.com on 247 Network. And it's a guy you see all the time in the media pressers. My main man, Adam Munsterteiger. What's going on, Adam?
Hey, guys. Not trying to interject myself too much here, but I was watching the show, and it was quite the atmosphere out in Lubbock, and just wanted to join you guys for a minute.
Yes, hey, man, you had quite the adventure getting there.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. So I ended up counting it up. I was running a timer. I spent 28 hours and 33 minutes in the car round trip. So not my favorite road trip covering the Buffs, but
you're memorable. It's memorable.
I will never forget this trip. I will never forget it. And the hate wasn't on Texas because until we got down there, and then the tortillas started flying, and then that was a whole different situation. Yeah. But it was the weather getting out of Colorado. It just was shut down everywhere, and it's funny listening to everybody's story getting down there from all the media members. Everybody had different troubles they ran into, different routes they took. And I think I got the worst of it, but everybody had to go through that. So it's almost like we're trauma bonded now trying to get down to Lubbock.
Not everybody. We got out early.
Yeah.
I tried to leave on Thursday before you guys got out, but yeah, I just had a horrible timing on every route that I took.
Well, we're glad you made it down there, man. Glad you made it safely. Glad you didn't get hit in the head with too many tortillas. But give us your takeaways from the game, and also give us just a little foreshadowing for Utah coming to town.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of expected the slow start because the season started a little bit slow. Coming out of the first bye week started a little bit slow, and it was like, if you could just hang on in that first quarter, just don't get blown out in that first quarter, everything is going to be okay. And so when they went down 13-0, it was like, they're fine. They're going to be okay. And you could tell even by the end of that first quarter, especially in the second quarter, the defense had started to make some adjustments. And then you saw Texas Tech really sagging off Colorado's receivers. And so you're like, they're going to get to that short passing game, and they're going to start making big plays. And I will say the biggest takeaway was just the blocking downfield on those screen passes. That was something that, that's not going to show up in the box score, but there were a lot of guys that made a lot of plays. It was even offensive linemen. I don't know if Cash Cleveland has ever logged that many hours in any football game in his career, that many miles in his football career, because he was getting downfield. And so that impressed me, just the total buy-in. It felt like this team is pretty bonded. That's something we've seen in recent weeks. And so leading up to Utah, that's going to be an angry team coming out here. We've seen that Their athletic director just got fined by the Big 12 today. He had to come out with a press release. And so, they're not going to be happy. But, Colorado is rolling right now. And I felt like the only real impediment for this team going into November was that first quarter, and they got over that against Texas Tech. So, it should be a fun upcoming stretch here for the Buffs.
Yes, absolutely. Indeed, man. Utah, like you said, kind of like that big brother nemesis. A lot of people look at them as for some reason because they've been so good in the conference and for so long, but they're missing that quarterback now. So hopefully we could take advantage of that also.
Yeah, I was looking at that, Chico and Adam, and I think the experience he got in this past game. When you look at this past 15 years, I know teams are different from year to year, staff change, et cetera. But when you look at program-wise, they've had the Buffs number, and so they believe that they can continue to have that number. And we're the first hurdle for them to have a bowl game or not. They need 2 wins to get one, and that has to start with us. So I think they're a wounded animal coming here. I think they're a cornered animal coming here. I think we're going to get their best shot. But when I look at the weapons that we have with Shedeur Sanders and their receiving core and offense, and when I look at the fact that in the second half, this defense is yet to give up double-digit points. I think it's like 7.3, in the second half of ball games. I like our odds. I think we're just as hungry. We have something we're playing for because we know if we keep winning that we're locked into that second place. And, Adam, who would have thought, other than the 3 of us, who would have thought that the team they said would be number 11 is number 2, and all we got to do is do our thing, and we're going to Dallas December 7th.
Jerry World.
I had Colorado number 3 on my media preseason poll, and now I feel bad.
Yeah, you were right there though. 3 and 2 is not far apart. 2 and 11. Come on, y'all.
But and not to belabor this point, but I sent out a tweet tonight about just the preseason hate that was coming at Colorado, and I just didn't understand it because all you had to do was do some research and look at the players that were coming into this program and go, wow, they have upgraded here, they upgraded here, they upgraded there. And it was 4 straight transfer windows that Colorado substantially improved as a football team. You're going to get better. And so these computers that put the FPI for ESPN and all that stuff, like they don't know how to handle those projections, I think, in this transfer portal era. And maybe that's what people were hanging on to, but I never really understood it.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. I don't understand it either, but I do expect it. The prime effect is real. It cuts both ways. I think there's still a lot of folks in the media world that hold some things against him or anybody with the last name Sanders, and they kind of graded with that involved. I thought Shedeur coming out of high school was a 5-star. They had him at a 4. It's amazing when Travis Hunter, comes to Jackson State to be with Coach Prime. He's no longer number 1 in the nation. And so the goalpost always moves under Deion Sanders' leadership, but it's just something they don't focus on internally. They just keep doing what they're doing. But you're exactly right. When you look at position by position, this team got better in the offseason. You look at the coaching staff and the improvements that were made. It got better in the offseason. How someone expected this team to be 11th in the conference with all the changes that were made, it's just haterade, Adam.
And
it is,
No, go ahead, Adam.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I didn't have much to add there. I'll let you guys go after this. But, yeah, it's this knowing that you can write something about Colorado and get clicks, whether it's accurate or not, that just at times – if I had hair, I would pull it out this past off season. But I just didn't quite know how to navigate that from somebody that's trying to do this from just looking at all sides of things, fair, balanced. And it just didn't make sense to me. And it was really frustrating. And now I think back to 8-4 as my preseason prediction and go that I was underestimating this team's performance. But yet, 3 months ago, everybody was calling me somebody that doesn't deserve to have a press pass because I'm too much of a homer. And so it's tough to let go of that now that Colorado is 7-2, and you want to fire off a lot of tweets towards people, but I don't know. It surprised me that folks wouldn't do research, and it's kind of, on some level, kind of ruined just my faith in other media brethren that you're going to put out stuff, and I just don't trust it the way I used to when I was a kid.
I understand that, brother. I'll tell you this, and we're going to let you go. You may not have hair, but you have a beard, and that's why I got you some Uncle Neely's beard oil coming.
Okay.
This is you know what? I don't know, Adam. You put some on top, it might grow there too. But it's definitely going to get your beard game up. So I got something for you, bro.
I look forward to that. Yeah, I know I need some help there. Should I grow this out or keep it short? What's your recommendation?
I think you should do what Coach Prime has been doing. When he shaved it and we took that loss, he grew it back. You just keep letting it go until we walk out of this college football playoffs.
There you go.
Okay. As long as I get some of that. Yeah, so as soon as I get some of that beard oil, I'm not going to shave until Colorado loses a football game.
You got it coming.
That's what it is.
All right.
It's like,
thanks, guys.
Thanks, Adam. It's like one of those Major League Baseball playoff beards.
You got to keep it going. Hey, Chico, quick update, brother. We got 973, which I know your channel combined, that's going to be well into the thousands watching.
We're like 1,400, baby. We're like 1,400. Yeah, checking in right now.
They need to hit that like button. I don't know how you got 970 watching, but don't have 970 likes. Hit that like button. And I think my man Jay Grimes is in backstage. We can go ahead and bring him on if he's still there.
And that's a bet right now. We're gonna bring him on. Until we bring him on, y'all make sure y'all run them likes
up.
Run them likes up. Run them Lord clock them likes up them. My big man.
Let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something. The man really needs no introduction, but when you talk about Poppy Chulo 214, you can call him Grime Time. He gets grimy with the best of them. One day, I tell you what, if you follow him on Instagram, I ain't gonna disclose too much. Maybe you could grow, get your blessings up, and be part of his close friends. And you can really get his sports knowledge. Right. My man Grimes, man, welcome to Uncle Chico Live. How's it going, bro?
Yes, sir. Thank God for having me, man. It's always a pleasure for being on y'all platform. I missed you last week. I said I would come on, but I got caught up. I think I got back from Boulder late, man, and I got sidetracked, man. But I'm happy to be here on y'all platform, man. It's really an honor and a pleasure to be on y'all platform, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Let me introduce you again to folks out there watching. Close friend of Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, in their Dallas sports days, and when you talk about a guy who knows Texas football, high school football, particularly in that Dallas metro area, and so one thing I want to ask you, Grimes. Last year we played at TCU. We went to Lubbock and Texas. We'll be going to Houston next year. Talk about the impact of us having games in Texas and how that's just going to further what Coach Prime can do recruitment-wise.
Oh, man, it's really big, the magnitude itself. Especially like coming back this weekend to Texas Tech. Prime played for the Cowboys. He has a home here in Texas. We won state championship taps at Trinity Christian. And it's big, to try to open the recruitment for Texas to try to bridge that gap between Colorado and Texas. So it's big. Come here, win, because a lot of local kids, high school kids, specifically in this metroplex, they get to see what we're doing now, and hopefully they can gravitate to Colorado as opposed to staying at home or going to the bigger Power 5 conferences. Like I lost y'all, I can't see nothing.
No, we just put you on the screen solo. We want you to have your moment, baby.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, I started seeing Batman and Spook. I said, "Is it Halloween?" I didn't know. But it's pretty big, man, for recruiting. So I hope they can open up a lot of doors for a lot of kids to see that. We beat TCU last year. Now we came back and beat Tech this year. I knew it would be a tough game because I've been keeping up with Tech all year. I got a couple kids on Tech. I actually was able to get a couple photo ops with some of them after the game. But it was big this past weekend at Texas Tech coming back. Luckily, we were able to drive up. Me and Coach Ray and Coach George was here. We rode up, took the 5-hour trip I know y'all had like a little bad weather, so I didn't want to fade. I'm glad y'all got out of there on time, but we took the 20 route up there. But the game was a good game this past weekend. I just can't get past the slow starts. But you know what it started from? What I said, I told Cuz, I said, man, we gonna probably start out slow. When they start at that nasty hotel, we can't cuss on this show, right?
No, this is our show. You can cuss.
You say what you want
This
to
is our
say.
show.
Man,
we grind. We ain't at the school. We
man, that
crib.
food
We
was
cuss. This our
nasty as
show.
fuck. That hotel
It was
food
nasty
was
as
nasty.
hell.
Yeah, man. Like where's Texas? I said they way out of control for their food. I said, man, chicken. I mean, look, I'm not complaining because it was free, but it's just not the normal. When you go to the Omnis and the other team, like it's not that. Like
Yeah.
at the Hilton Garden Inn, like the food was atrocious, man. I said, man, they gonna come out slow. That's gonna be the reason they come out.
Hell.
But they came out slow, but it was good.
Brian, let me ask you this because you was there too. I thought another thing that hurt us at that slow start due to that miscommunication with the game day officials, that 8-minute wait in the tunnel, before we could actually get going.
Oh yeah, we did stay in that tunnel a long time, man. Like I thought, what we waiting on? You know what I'm saying? It did, and I think they built that thing at a disadvantage because you had to walk up one hill, there's another hill, there's another turn. I said, oh God.
Chico, I forgot that one.
I say, man, this work. I say they know they smart. I'm talking about it was steep hill. You make a turn, you think you're on the last stretch, then you got another leg here to go. I say, oh man,
let me tell the viewers out there, Texas Tech, man. Shout out to y'all the way y'all designed that thing. The home team, they come out on field level.
Yeah,
Get in the locker room.
Yeah,
you walk up this steep incline and make a turn, and then got another steep incline to get to your locker room. And it feel like a quarter-mile walk. And so it not only fatigues you, it takes away from the time that you have at halftime to talk.
Right.
Because by the time you get into the locker room, it's time to turn around.
It's time to turn right back around. And I thought, I said, man, the kicker, they on the way back. I said they walked took 5 minutes to get up to the locker room to come back. But it was bad, man. And what's so crazy about it, I look at the tradition because I went to Texas and they've been throwing tortillas for a long time. That's part of their tradition. And I was asking one of the drivers, I mean, they still do the tortillas and all that, and they say, yeah, but they don't. I guess they regulate it now to where they don't let you have it in there. So if you get them in there, you'll see them sporadically. But I think for our game, they let them come off in there. They let them come. They had fun. And
I think they were giving away at the concession stand. They were not
right. You get a seat. You get a seat. You get a 32 pack of tortillas, the flour ones, the heavy kind.
When they kicked the ball, I was at power. Before I knew it, I just got unloaded with tortillas everywhere. Like 100 or some tortillas. What was so funny? One of them landed on me. It said Trump 2024. I say, man, they were the worst fan base. I mean, and we had jaw back at them and go, but they were like some of them, they slurred racial comments and stuff. Like, I didn't get into it, but that's what you're at when you're in that. You got to know West Texas. I'm from Texas, so you got to know they call it hillbilly country, redneck, however you want to look at it. That's what they call it. So when you're in there, you got to do that. But, I had to keep it composed. It's okay. The tortillas are okay, but it got kind of disrespectful when you get to throwing water bottles and cups, and they even threw vapes and all that stuff.
It did get out of hand. And I'm going to tell you even about the tortillas, man. I understand tradition, like Nebraska do the red balloons, whatever. Yeah. If y'all want to continue that down there, okay, do it at kickoff. Do it at one time to start the game. But for it to go the whole game to disrupt the game, it's a safety issue. Yeah. And I ain't talking about the water bottles. We'll get to that. I'm talking about even the tortillas on the sideline. You got people slipping on. I don't know how the Big 12 doesn't step in and just say, look, y'all can't do this no more. We're going to find you.
Nah, I was surprised there was no penalty or anything.
And I thought it was gonna be there because they said they was gonna kick that whole section out if they had any. But they didn't kick their own out. They kept on throwing them, and the security, they should not look. They see the people, the corporate who did it, but they just didn't. It's us. They didn't.
Because they wasn't hiding when they did it.
Yeah, they wasn't hiding. They said, "Fuck, we're not putting on. This is what we came for. This is. And I'm like, man. But when they got to the water bottle, they was going down there. I say, man. I said, if I ain't had this CU on, I had me a Ron Artest moment. Like, we went in the Master's Palace. You know, yeah, when Ron Artest went in the stand, look at them there. But boy, they had a lot of us mad down there. But you know, they get past it, man. And yeah, but that was a bad experience. That was a tough one right there. But we got the W, which I'm glad, and we definitely need it. And now that we can go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, hopefully Coach Prime sent them home with some of that 32 pack, and hopefully they eating up all the enchiladas, burritos, tacos, vatos locos, and all of them. Eat them all up.
We had to stack them on the sideline. Me and Sam was milling. We were gonna eat them. I say, well, we had a little butter and little olive oil. We was on the grill. Be ready.
Hey, Brian, let me ask you this, man, because you've been with Coach Prime a while, and you understand the Prime effect. Both sides, like the positive and the negative, the hate that comes with it, and the ripple effect of it. Talk to us about, the folks who still don't want to believe this guy can coach and organize a football team, and even the ripple effect that has on Trasman Hunter and the Heisman hopes.
Right. What it is, man, is people don't like successful, especially black men like that. And when you look at his lineage, like where he started from, especially here local, like you have a lot of people that don't like him. It's a global period. But see, I've been around for a while, even back with the True Day. If you look, and like I've even told Prime, like, man, I say it seems just like yesterday we was just coaching youth football, 7-on-7. Then you move up to high school. Then Jackson State opened up the door for you to coach college, and now you're here. People don't like that because they feel like they know where you were with them at that same level. So now when you surpass that and you get to new heights, people not gonna like that. You know what I mean? And it's just like it comes with the territory of success, and it's mainly our people. That would be the main part. It'd be mainly come from us. A lot of times we try to make it black and white, which there are some other race that don't like as well. But sometimes it starts with us. We are our own worst. Uh, we hurt ourselves more than the other people do. But I mean, it just comes with the territory. And if you look at it from last year, uh, when we started out 3-0, and people, were had high hopes for it, and then we hit the wall and we went down, and it made people were happy. They were satisfied. Oh yeah, they sorry they ain't got this. But now, if you look at from Nebraska game when we lost, you see how people switched up. So now we've been winning and winning. Now people are quiet. People are, like Prime say, we need some more haters because the old ones, they done became fans now. You know what I'm saying? We need more haters because they became fans and they see what's going on. And us in the circle, Neely, we all believe and we see it, you know what I'm saying? And we know what could happen. A lot of people on the outside looking in, they don't really know. But when you see the vision and know what his goals are and how achievable they are, then we ride. But a lot of people don't see that. So now they seeing it, now they believe it, and we for real. So hopefully we win out, we control our own destiny. We win the rest of them. The last 3, we in the Big 12 championship because Iowa State got knocked off yesterday. They lost, so that puts them down. And it's crazy is Utah we play this week gonna be a good game too. But they took BYU to the test last night. They actually had the game won. The refs bailed them out. They had them 4th and 1 on their own territory. They bailed them out on the 4th and 10 holding. They were able to go like 70-something plus yards to get in field goal range and win by extra point. You know what I'm saying? Which it didn't affect us. We still control our own destiny, but that would have made that first and second place a little bit more interesting in the Big 12. They would have had a loss because we've already been right there. So yeah.
Well, we got, like you said, we got Utah coming to town. Then we travel to Kansas, and that game will be in Kansas City at Arrowhead Stadium. Right. And then Black Friday we close it out with Oklahoma State. So that's 3 games left with Dallas December 7th looming right there, man. If we
in the backyard, home team, it's gonna be big. Jerry World, AT&T State, the Big 12.
Yes,
Big 12 championship, and I think we can, man. I think we can win. I saw what BYU did last. We just got to play our ball. Like if we was to get past the slow starts, we'll blow everybody out.
Absolutely.
We'll blow with just the slow starts, and then you got to come from behind and win. Like we just can't get that. But we get
because when we get up, that's when we play our best.
Right.
Now they have to play from behind, and they're having to pass the ball. We can pin our ears back and get after the quarterback, and that's when we play our best.
And that interior line and the D line and the O line is gelling, and that's the key to everything. So long as they playing up front how they supposed to play, we'll be fine. That's the key. That front, the trenches. If you win a battle in the trenches, then the rest of it, Shador and Travis, all the other guys, they'll handle their part on offense. It's just a slow start, but I think we'll be fine. We'll be in Jerry. So nearly gone. Get ready. Y'all got the bus.
Look, dog. You know me. Dallas second home, baby. I can't wait to be in Grimes' backyard.
Oh yes, Lord. Oh yeah. I got something for you, man.
Hey, Coach, before we let you get out of here,
okay.
You just mentioned the trenches. Talk to us about that improved offensive line play as well as the improved defensive line play and stopping the run compared to this time a year ago. What you saying?
It's a completely 360. Like you can't even, you don't even know. You be like, man, where did they come from? And that's why you hit the portal hard and hit and get guys in. And I heard you earlier talking about high school guys, getting up to them. Like that's, high school guys, if you like that, coach gonna come. But when you hit that portal, most people want to win. And when you're trying to turn around a program win, you want to get college guys that got the experience. And I think that's what you've got with the D-line, Wonko and all those guys, Bentley and Hill, all those guys on the defensive line, and the new offensive guy with Jordan and all the new guys that came in. It's a totally different team from last year. Like you would it was it was like last year was kind of like, you had like 1 second and then before you ambush. This year it ain't that, you know what I mean? So those guys are gelling. Coach got them playing lights out. So I think that's the big key. So that's why we are successful as we are, because it starts with those guys up front.
100%.
My man Grimes Times, Jay Grimes, appreciate you coming in, man. Let me tell you this. You got a blanket invitation for any Sunday you want to hop on, brother.
Yes, Lord, man. I'm about to start coming back on her more. I actually told Price, man, I got to go on Neely. So he said, yeah, you should actually do it. Go on there, man. And I told him about that. I was going to come on because, like I said, I got to get back into my podcast mode, Grimes Time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be doing more of my Mondays and stick with, because it's high school playoffs now. So, baby, you coming for the play? Yeah, I said I'm going to cover playoffs, Texas football, because it's, right here, we the football state. Just know that.
And let me tell you this, man. And don't nobody know high school ball in Texas like Grimes do.
Yeah, nah. It's tough boys, but I knew it like the back of my hand, man. But I appreciate y'all having me on Neely, man. I'm going to get out here from a Sunday fun day. Much love to y'all and much respect. And I'll be tuned in. My birthday is actually Thursday, so y'all won't see me in Boulder. I'm actually going to Santorini, Greece for my birthday. Yeah, so yeah.
He had to leave us with a flex over.
I will be tuned in to the close friends section of the ground.
I turned we call it the green light, man. I turn it on for you, man.
That's dope.
I appreciate it, my man. I thank
you.
All right, appreciate it.
Much love, man. Big J Grimes Time podcast. All right, we got coming up next. We got Arley Wood. I said Arley World. Arleywood. We're going to Arleywood.
I think it is Arleywood, like Hollywood.
Yeah, Arleywood. I said Arley World at first, but Arleywood. We're going to the wood, baby. Talk about some of this celebrity news. I do want to say this first. I want to do a couple things first.
Go ahead.
One,
bro.
I was listening to something. My main man, Beanie Wells, played for Ohio State back in the day. Running back. He was on a podcast show. I think he's on CBS. And he had the nerve. I had to rewind it 2 or 3 times. I said, did he say that? Talking about Travis Hunter for Heisman. And he said Travis Hunter doesn't have the numbers right now. Back Charles Woodson, when he played on both sides, primarily defense, he had the numbers on both sides of the ball. And I said, what? Rewind. Did he really say that? Charles Woodson had the numbers on both sides of the ball. Has he not seen Travis Hunter's numbers on the offensive side of the ball and on the defensive side of the ball? So, man, you got people still missing the point on Travis Hunter. How can a seasoned guy like that, who's supposed to be an analyst, and there's plenty of others out there, how are they missing the fact that Travis Hunter is the best player in college football right now?
Sometimes, man, I think these folks either just willfully, just try to turn a blind eye, or like Adam said, is they know it's going to get a click, so let me just take the counter opinion and try to run my clicks up. Because if anybody out there, whether you know ball or not, you just look at production. I've seen what the running back is doing at Boise, but you know what? I've also seen it before in the past. I've seen running backs those numbers. What you see Travis Hunter doing has not been done before in college football. For him to be in the top 3 receiver, top 3 at DB, for it to be 103 snaps in the game, and he's on the field for 100 of them, not even being targeted on defense. They fear him that much. And even last night, when the quarterback knew he had an offsides call coming, he tested Travis then, and look what happened. Travis jumped like 5 feet in there and then came down with an interception.
I think you mean this play right here, sir. Look at this, man. Unbelievable. The man goes. Unfortunately, we had an offsides penalty right there, like you said. But look, they tried him, and this is what happened. Unbelievable play, man.
Yeah. And again, based on what happened before that play and after, I think the only reason the quarterback did try him is because he knew he had offsides play.
Right.
And look what happened.
And I also think, I said this during the live, I also think Travis saw the offsides also. He saw the flag, and he almost picked this off. You ever see when the big kids play with the little kids, and they just be like, man, hold up, stop the play, man. And he just stopped it and just picked the ball off just to say, don't do that again. It was just
speaking of hood movies that we got coming up, it's like Boys in the Hood. Hey, man, get a little homie his ball back. I told you don't bring that ball.
Man, I got enough money to buy me 100 balls. All right, Uncle Neil, are you drinking on something over there?
Oh yeah, let me tell you something, man. Our good friends, you see it up there, right? Like right there, right
there. Matter of fact, I'll put it up there, right here. That's what you mean?
Yeah, our good friends over at Law's Whiskey, they got a brand of bourbon called Ralphie's Reserve, right?
Right.
And you can order it online. Now, sadly, every state you can't ship alcohol to, but if your state is one of the ones you can go to Law's Whiskey. You can do the drop down menu to Ralphie's Reserve. You could put in our code, Chico. You got that code on the screen. You can put in our code. I sent it to you in the text message.
No, I'm asking you to say it. Oh, I guess you don't know. Let me say it for everybody.
It's in my phone, which is over there. But I tell you this: you can order it online. You can get your code. They'll ship it to you. And part of the proceeds from the bottles of Ralphie Reserve actually goes to the care of Ralphie, the school's live mascot. So, you really just can't beat it, Chico. Law's Whiskey House, Ralphie's Reserve. Tell you what, man. Another thing, speaking of, there it is. Buff pregame 10. I think it need to have a 10 on the end.
Need to have a 10 on the end?
Yeah, Buff pregame 10 is the code. But you know how we have Goonsville send folks stuff? Somebody tonight is going to get a Ralphie's Reserve hat. They're going to get a Ralphie's Reserve sunglasses. And they're going to get a Ralphie's Reserve shirt sent to them, too.
Nice.
Sure is. But you know what they ain't go get, though?
Oh, my God.
That's what I need
right there.
Is when I bust this seal and get me a little nip. My granddaddy said, just something to take the haint off your back.
And put a little hair on your chest.
Yeah, just a little something, knock that edge off on something. But hey, Chico, you know how we do it. You from Alabama. No, look what I'm gonna drink it out
of. Now we call that two things. That's either a jelly jar or a moonshine jar.
Well, you tell me which one it is tonight. Let's see what this Ralphie's working with. Just a little nip.
No, that's not no Shea by Laportier. That is Ralphie's Reserve from Law's Whiskey Company.
Oh, that's smooth.
That's smooth right there.
Yeah, that's smooth right there.
Is that Billy D smooth though?
Yeah, that's smooth. Yeah.
Well, y'all can go check it out right now.
Official partner of CU Athletics. So not now the Ralphie's Reserve, you know, is like you said, it's good bourbon. I just had it. That goes to support the Ralphie mascot program, but all of their other products support CU Athletics. They're the official sponsor of CU Athletics, Law's Whiskey House, but particularly we rocking with that Ralphie's bourbon.
I love it. I love it. I got to get me some out here in Hawaii.
Oh, it's on the way to you as the crow flies. It'll be there.
I love me a good bourbon. Yes, indeed, especially on a good cool night. Little nip.
Like just a little nip, man. Just let act right.
No, there ain't no Coke 45 right there, but it's smooth as Billy D. Williams, who used to promote Coke 45. And speaking of Billy D. Williams out in Hollywood, let's go to our Hollywood segment of the night. You feel me? With our main correspondent, partner to the show, friend of the family, the one and only Miss Arley Michelle. Oh, now what's happening? Talk to us.
What's up, y'all?
What
now, we know you got some news.
Extraordinaire.
What you say, Neela?
I said, what it do? Entertainment reporter extraordinaire.
It ain't doing.
No, now the audio gone.
Uh-oh, I was about to say y'all going at it again.
I saw, but I couldn't hear.
Can y'all hear me now?
Got you.
Can hear you. Melvin said, "Unc, send me one."
I got you, Melvin. I got you.
What's up to all the people out there in the Unc and Big Dog Chico show? Y'all talking that guy that was in front of you, Grimes, I think his name was.
Yeah, it's my man. Yeah.
He was so cool, just so down to earth. And good Lord, tortillas being thrown at you. I saw people in the chat talking about felt like flying saucers. That is not nice. It's not nice. But you know, win take some of that all. Like, what is the best revenge is your paper, as Beyonce said. So the best revenge is your win. Get it.
Well, we got revenge then. We won.
Y'all sure did. But this is what I want to talk to all the people out there today about. I'm sure people have seen it by now that Lamar Odom has an unhealthy obsession with his ex-wife, Khloe Kardashian. So Lamar goes to, yes, Lord, he goes to Vegas. He goes to this place called Real Doll because he saw a commercial for it. And then he buys a doll that he has custom made to look like his ex-wife, Khloe Kardashian. In part, his assistant said because he can have sexual relations with her, and I guess it won't mess with his head, which it seems like it would, because it's
a sex doll.
What?
What?
What's going on with Lamar Odom, man?
What, honey? Paul Lamar, I don't know if he's back on. I hope to God he's not having a moment. He's back on something. But literally, there's a place out in Vegas that promotes these. You can come in and buy dolls. They range anywhere, I think, from $2,000 to $20,000, and you can custom.
What doll?
They're lifelike, Neely. They're lifelike. It's like you got the girl of your dreams in your bed,
but she don't talk.
Which
that might be worth. That might be worth $20,000. That might be worth.
I knew that might be worth.
That might be worth. Y'all got to put that part in there. That might be worth.
Oh my Lord! But y'all, well, why would you see? We do be talking. We got things to say. However, what? I just want to know what would make a man want it to look like. I mean, I know if you love your ex or still in love with your ex, but she has moved on, got 2 babies with Tristan, who they stayed in the news for being dogged out all the time. So
all right.
You don't want to share them.
All right. So here's the thing. I think everybody, I guess we're going Big Dog Chico relationships. Now I'm gonna start me a YouTube page that got nothing but relationship and entertainment and dating stuff on there. All right.
Okay.
Miss Arley, you could be my co-host, as a matter of fact. Let's start as a show. I'm gonna do another channel. We're gonna start as a show. All right. So
let's do it. I got things to say to the people. The people need to hear.
Well, we're gonna here's a little preview right here. All right, Big Dog Chico talking relationships. Oh Lord Jesus. I'll say everybody think about their ex at some point or another in some way, some capacity. But everybody don't have $20,000 to go spend on another replica daughter to look like her, but don't talk and don't say anything. So, hey, to each his own, man. Leave Lamar alone. How did it get? How did it get public? You know, some things need to be private.
He did a video and he talked. The first thing out
he
of his
put
mouth
it out
was
there.
about. I think somebody did a video of him, but on the video he's talking about, this one got big tatas and a big nice arse, and that's how I like them. And then it turned into.
Did you just go German on us or Dutch and say arse?
Right. I didn't want to just be all out there with my words.
I caught it.
Yeah, and then it was I'm gonna make her look like Chloe, and they're just like, but why? It's so many other people. If he really wanted to be about it, he should have made her look like Kim or the other little Courtney. That's how you do somebody. But I don't think he spent 20 on his. I think his doll was 8,000. Maybe.
So he got the discount doll. There you go, Lamar. Get the discount doll.
Maybe the Kim version was more. He just said, let me just go with Chloe. I'm just kidding. You can't say that about them people. Anyway, when the Griot, so different outlets have written about it. And of course, the Griot writes their article about it. And they're talking about like anything that goes sideways, it got to have them Kardashians involved in it. I swear to God, every single man that went up in that house came out as a woman on drugs. Like some happened to them. There's some going on in the house. It is the sunken place.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. Just like I had to take off my hoodie, my other hoodie during the game to change the mojo. Everybody, there's always a Kardashian curse with people in a relationship with the Kardashians. So I don't even want to talk about them. I don't want the curse to talk about. I don't want to talk about.
You scared the mojo?
It might get on us, huh?
Ride you down, Lord Jesus, ride you down like a monkey, as I say. Nonetheless, Lamar, do the best. Hey, it is what it is. If this is how we having to live, I feel like with AI and these different dolls coming in to play and people, we're not even gonna be humans no more. Because y'all say y'all don't even want the girl to talk. So why not get a doll? Because they just gonna say what you want. Yes, sir. Whatever. She gonna be hopping on one foot. Whatever you like. Arf. Whatever you like. Bouncing. That's I guess.
Bark like a dog.
That's where we going with it in relationships.
Make a noise like an orangutan.
Well, one thing I gotta tell you to our Hollywood reporter, she always brings some shit I ain't heard of. It's like this.
It's crazy.
This is news to me. It's news you can use. I ain't know it's no $20,000. Do they have a $200 doll?
You sound like Corey Holcomb.
I'm like Chris Rock. Can I just get one reel?
You can. You can probably just get tatas, or you can get arse, or
what a $40 dolls at? The $40 dolls.
Man, no 20,000.
That's the one on the rack at the Walmart, and she about this big.
But over time, you probably do end up spending 20,000 on it anyway. So you could be, over a window of time, be breaking even. So he might be on to something.
So he just spit it all in one shot.
Yeah.
Well, that's the move, man.
Talking, so everybody happy.
Somebody got to wash it all.
It must be worth it. So y'all let us know in the chat, man. Hey, will it be worth it to get a replica doll of your significant other or your past significant other for a certain amount of money, as long as they don't say anything, as long as they don't talk back and things of that nature? So let us know in the chat.
Before we let you go, we need one thing from you. Me and Chico's draft tonight is on the top 5 hood movies.
Okay.
Here's what we're about to do. We want you to name one hood movie, and whichever one you name, we can't pick that one. That one is off the board.
Nice.
I got a good one that y'all probably wasn't gonna say, so it's not gonna hurt you as bad. But I feel like it should be on the list. Baps.
It better be a hood movie. Baps. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. That is a good one, but it wasn't gonna be on our list.
It definitely wasn't gonna be on our list.
You didn't hurt us.
That's like giving her RSTLNE and she picked something that wasn't even up there.
Yeah. May I have an X? Like, yeah, shit. Yeah. Go ahead. It ain't up there. You can have one.
Who the hell pick an X up here? All right, we give you one more, Arley. One more. Maybe it'll cancel out one.
Okay, when we say hood, do we mean like what the hell, or do we mean like, oh my God, that was my movie?
Oh, both. As long as it's hood, as long as it's urban, as long as it's black, as long as it's good hood movie.
Because the boys in the hood are always hard.
There you
Come
go.
talk
That's
that trash, we'll pull your card. Knowing
okay.
nothing in life
Okay.
but to be
But to
legit.
be
The
legit.
boys in the hood. That was my
All right, so it's official. It's official, Chico. Neither one of us can pick boys in the hood, and I know you had Baps on your list, so you can't pick Baps.
You know you had Baps on there. You know you Halle Berry with the gold teeth and the big hair. You know.
Oh no, it was good, but it didn't make my list.
Yeah,
it was on your list, Neely.
No.
All right.
Wasn't on my list.
Well, here we go.
One of these dolls is now on my list. I'm finna go do some Googling and get a drug, but Baps wasn't on my list.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Well, first of all, thank you to Miss Arley Michelle. Let them know where they can find you at, Miss Arley.
Check me out at Welcome the #2 Arleywood on all social media platforms. I be doing things.
And that's ARLEWOOD, Arley Wood. ARLEWOOD. Y'all go follow, like, subscribe on her channels too. But always check back on Sunday nights when she gives us the latest entertainment. Because you learned about dolls tonight. You ain't know nothing about that.
Learn about dolls tonight.
What if one of them get possessed like Chucky?
That is my fear. Like they gonna control it, and then all of a sudden they just take over, and then you think they about to suck your woo-ha, and they somewhere slicing you in the pieces. Well, I don't want to call you peanut. Your peanut.
All right. Well, you know, one you found a good note to leave on. I give you that. No one can make an exit like Arley can make an exit. She just out of here.
Dude. Hey, my grandma used to call it a little jingle bell. What? Put that little jingle bell up. All right, we got the draft starting. Let me give a little easy little countdown for the draft. Get your list right. Get your mind right. Because, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we now have the top 5 draft coming up right now between UNK and CHICO. I'm going to come with some classics. UNK going to come with some stuff that you probably never heard of.
Yeah, man, you probably coming back with Tom and Jerry, knowing you. Look, I'm ready.
Tom and Jerry was still.
I got first pick this time, right?
You can have. Okay, yeah, you got it. You can have first pick. It's all right. You got first pick. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Keep in mind, because our entertainment reporter selected Baps and Boys in the Hood, those are off the table.
Mm-hmm.
With my first pick in the Hood movie draft, Uncle Didi selects Juice.
Nice one. Nice one. All right. Should I go? Let me see.
No, I know you're in the chat looking for answers. You always go to the chat looking for answers.
All right, let me get out the chat there. All right. I just want to see what I go to. Oh, she took that one. So I'm going to go with the one. We'll keep it back in that era. And we're going to go with Menace to Society.
That's a nice one. In fact, that was on my working list. So I can admit you stole one of mine.
I know it. Yep.
But like I told you when I came up with cartoons and other stuff, a classic one is when you know it leave you with a catchphrase.
Okay.
And when Cameron said, they get shot every day, B, you got to get me paid in full. You got to get me paid in full.
That's a great one. That's a great one. Paid in full. All right. Here's my number 2. And I'm glad you didn't pick it because there's many quotes out of this movie. As a matter of fact, it's probably playing right now if you tune in on BET, and that is Baby Boy.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I can honestly say, Chico, I didn't have Baby Boy on my working list. That's a good one.
Baby Boy, baby. Let's get it.
Now I'm going to give you an opportunity here because I'm just going with a kind of personal preference. A lot of people not going to remember this one, but you know, I got a brother, so I love movies with brothers and avenging. Man, Ray Nathan and Romello Scuggs, give me Sugar Hill.
Sugar Hill. Okay, all right. See, you always go a little bit off now. Sugar Hill was good,
Hill, man.
But a lot of people might not remember.
No, a lot of people ain't gonna remember it.
I have a chance now to go with a little bit of a personal favorite right here. You know, and here's a quote that I hope you guys can know in the chat. Take the what and leave the what? You sound like I'm going with Shatas, the #1 bootleg movie of all times. Shatas. Give me Shatas.
You know, I'm going to match that one with one that was just as equally bad with fake accents. give me Belly.
Damn, you got me on that one.
Give me belly.
You got belly, man. We going neck and neck right now.
Yeah.
Let me go. Let me go to my reserve and see where I'm going to go. Oh. You think you could do this to me? Huh, Jake? Training Day.
Training Day is a great one. Probably my favorite movie all the time. I'm going to allow it because I really don't see it as a hood movie.
Okay, all right. See, I was on the fence about that, whether it was hood or not,
really
because it was
mainstream.
Okay.
If you want it now,
no. Training Day is disqualified, so we're going to go with a certified classic.
Give me one.
Friday.
That's hood. Yeah,
that's hood. Okay,
no,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's a good movie. Yeah, Training Day got Oscars and shit. Like, we dealing with stuff that shoulda, woulda got Oscars.
You right. Okay. You right.
What I dropped on your head in no particular order: Juice and Belly, Sugar Hill, Paid in Full. Wait, Juice, Belly, Sugar. So I'm at my 5th pick.
You got your 5th pick, big dog.
I gotta make this one count.
You gotta make it count.
I know where I'm going to.
Don't get them country boys nothing. Blue.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the movie that asked the question. What's the procedure? Give me Set It Off, man.
Set it off on the left, yo.
Man, since that movie came out, all you got to do is go to the club and hope a girl say to you that she in a bind, Nate. Give me Set It Off.
Dog.
Give me Set It Off of my 5th pick.
Ooh. So to end this thing right now, and to let everybody know that it's over with, Juice, Paid in Full, Sugar Hill, Belly, Set It Off, or Menace to Society, Baby Boy, Shot Us, Friday. Man, I could end this one right now. I can go with a sequel. But let me see what they're saying in the chat.
No, don't see. See, you like to go to the chat, so then you would know you got the votes.
48, 32, 45, 37. Give me All About the Benjamins, fool.
That's a good one. I like both our lists. I think I won. I think the chat will agree. I like both our lists. You have some good ones in there. Now. I tell you this. We left some classics out, like New Jack City didn't get mentioned.
I was going to say, well, get your bonus pick, because I had New Jack City coming up right now.
What's the one with the white face on, the mask? The Dead Presidents?
Dead Presidents was coming. Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your hood in the juice in the hood. Jason Lyric. Oh my gosh, I ain't hear about that.
That ain't no hood movie. That's a love movie.
What about Love and Basketball? That's a love movie, huh?
Yeah, that ain't hood. Oh,
Three
Colors.
Strikes.
Somebody put up Colors. That was a good hood movie.
Colors.
Players Club.
Players Club. That's what I was talking about right there too. Country boys, nothing.
Yeah, Players Club.
Be on Chico's neck. Yeah, you got to be kidding me, man. I wish I need to have the graphic up. Here we go. Once again, Juice, Paid in Full, Sugar Hill, Belly, and Set It Off for UNK. For me, Menace to Society, Baby Boy, Shot Us, Friday, and All About the Benjamins. Come on, man. We laughing. We having fun over here. We're not so serious all the time with all the
I got to be honest with you, man. I think
I won. Thank you very much.
I think Juice and Paid in Full got you.
Juice and Paid in Full? Yeah, I can come right back behind that. I thought I had Poetic Justice on here. I can come back right behind that and battle that with Baby Boy, Menace to Society, dog.
I hear you, dog. Hey, I'm just telling you, man.
Where my ladies at? Where my ladies in the chat?
I'm just telling you, dog. I think I separated right there. Now, had you went New Jack City, which I thought you was gonna do, but I thought that was
too theatrical. I
also thought just before the bell rang, when I hit you with Set It Off, you didn't see that one coming. I think I stole around on that one.
No, Set It Off was good, but it ain't gonna. I'm gonna watch All About the Benjamins first. I'm gonna watch Friday before that. I'm gonna watch Shot Us, Baby Boy, Menace to Society before that. So I think that might be the worst one on the list.
Man, Chico, I don't mean no harm. You also gonna watch Tom and Jerry before Transformers, so shit. None of that surprises our audience.
Well, guess what? It's not between us. It's for the chat. to say, and Stacy said break the tie. They said break the tie.
Marcy, I went with New Jack City. What did you go with when I said New Jack City?
You said New Jack City?
Yeah, you said
you didn't say New Jack. Oh, you said bonus. No.
You said bonus, and that's when I said New Jack City.
I said no. Come on, dog. Rewind the tape. All right. Nothing can beat New Jack City right now. We got to throw that out.
My point. That's why I'm telling you I won. Like, dude, this.
Let me see. Straight out of Low Cast, a crazy motherfucker named Gusto. CB4, man. What y'all know about CB4? All right. If you go New Jack City, I'll go with next Friday after next. We laughing and having fun over here, man.
Yeah, you still lost it, but it's okay. It's all good.
Let us know right now in the chat, and we'll get back to it.
I did see a good selection, and if you agree, Chico, only if you agree, I will make sure that they get a Ralphie Reserve shirt, Ralphie Reserve hat, and glasses. Somebody suggested top 5 sports movies next. If you agree with that for next, we'll hook them up.
Oh, that would be good. Let's hook them up.
Yeah.
That's hook them up.
I forgot who suggested. You know who you are. Email me, Uncle Neely, UNCLENEELY, Uncle Neely at thepregameshow.com. Make sure it's THEE, thepregameshow.com. Send me your address, and you're going to get hooked up with some Ralphie Reserve gear for giving us that suggestion. So next week, the top 5 draft will be sports movies.
I like that. I could throw out some right now, but we won't do it. Because somebody, I know we want you to do this one. I know this will be on your list, so I'm gonna take it off right now. Lottery ticket with Bow Wow.
Yeah, that's up there with Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, man. Hey, all in all, another great UNK and CHICO Sunday Night Live, man. UNK, you have some new shows coming up, and you got a new featured guest along with Well Off Media with Philip Dukes now coming along, joining the family and producing shows on your channel, on your network, and Well Off Media. Can you talk to me about
as well as to be aired simulcast simultaneously on your channel? We have said all year long that when we were adapting and switching and becoming the pregame show network, which includes the pregame show, those are the things I do with Coach Prime. But the pregame show network was going to expand the platform, to other people who have content, who want to get their stuff out there. And so Philip Dukes, Duke the Scoop, starting tomorrow on Monday, we got a live show produced by Big Dog Chico. The name of that show is You Tell Me. So You Tell Me, first episode is going to be tomorrow around drive time. So y'all get ready to check that out. And then Dukes is also, his solo show on the network is on Thursdays, breaking down the games to come for that weekend. And that's not just Colorado, but when you get in the basketball season throughout the sports year, he'll be breaking down games coming up for the weekend. So like we put out there before, Big Dog, if you're a content creator out there, I don't care if it's in finance, food, whatever interests are, we're sitting at 111,000 subscribers. You combine the two, we're approaching 150,000. We just want to give opportunities, not chances, give opportunities to folks out there who got some good content, to come under this big tent we call the Pregame Show Network. And let's put some stuff out there for the people.
Man, that is big time right there. So loving that. We also was doing the same thing a while ago. Shout out to Taylor Sadusky, who you see now in the media scrum. She's there with Sports Illustrated now. Started out doing content on my channel also, and put her out there, and now look what she's doing now. So hey, I'm not trying to take credit for it because she did the work. So you guys
you are rightly so taking credit because it's a partnership. You have, there's people who have particular niches in what they do, and they need a platform, and the Big Dog Chico Sports Channel is a platform. So man, don't ever dim your light so somebody else's can be bright. You were a big part of where she is and why she is there. And that's the same thing we're trying to do, with the Pregame Show Network channel is, expose some folks who want to go to another level, man.
100%. Y'all stay tuned. Taylor and I have some new stuff coming up, cooking up also. So shout out to Philip Dukes. Shout out to Deion Sanders Jr. and Well Off Media and everything they're doing with the Well Off Media clips also. Pregame show and everything that you're doing over there. We got some super chats we got to give a shout out to because you missed it last time. Mama Tia gave a $150 super chat, and now she's back with another big $50 super chat. She said, y'all enjoyed this amazing. This is amazing, Mama Tia. Calling in a night. Love the grind. I thank you guys for the most respected and spontaneous content. We appreciate you, Mama Tia, always checking in from South Carolina. BuffStampede.com. Big man Adam was on here earlier. How many tortillas hit UNK yesterday?
Oh man, I gotta admit, man, they so light and feathery, you really don't feel them. That you look up and one just on your damn pants leg or something. But I caught a good 3 or 4.
You snagged them out of air like
oh no, I mean caught. I mean like they caught me. Like I caught a good 3 or 4.
Let me see. Coach Barry said glad Livingston made adjustments after TT went up 13-0. He switched the defense from protecting the run to protecting the pass to shut TT down. To beat Utah, we must adjust, to Utah pass rush defense, 100%. I wanted to show this clip right here too, Uncle Nick. Let me know what you think about this when you see this.
We standing on motherfucker. We standing on business. Let's go. D on me. D on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, sir. What goes to your body when you feel that? Because I know I get ready to bounce around. I'm ready to play some ball, man. You got D-Lou, Coach Sapp, Vincent Dancy. What?
Yeah, I mean, and Rob Livingston right in the middle of them. Don't leave him out. The defense coordinator was right there bouncing too, man. That defense is crunk, is lit. They bout it, as Master P used to say. And that's why they have been virtually shutting opponents out in the second half of ball games. They are pumped and unified, man. I love it when I see this. And more to come. We got a couple of clips dropping tomorrow morning on the pregame show, and then Tuesday as well with the back half of the game. So you'll get some inside looks like that. You know, you got Darius reach the people. You got Bucky with Well Off and myself. And so we all got 3 unique looks because we're in different stages of the field when stuff is going on. So make sure you're watching all of them, and we'll take you deep inside the game like you ain't never seen or can't see nowhere else.
Yes, indeed. You bought it? Because we bought it. Put it in chat if you bought it. Last question for Uncle Neely. I saw, do you have any update on Jimmy Horn Jr.'s injury?
I don't. I do know this. It got better. I don't know what caused it. You know, there were rumors he slipped on the tortilla. I don't know if he tweaked it in the game. But there was one point he had his shoe off and helmet gone. And there was another point as the game went on that he got it rewrapped and his shoe back on, and then his shoe spatted over it. You know, I know those kind of things help, you know, control that swelling as well. But he was moving better and better on it as the game went on. But it just reached a point that there was no need to put him back out there and risk it getting red. Let's just risk it getting worse. Let's just get ready for Utah. So I'm fully expecting him to play next week.
All right. A couple other super chats. Viral Authority for the 499 said we're about to run Big 12 for years to come. Go Buffs.
And you know what, Viral Authority, what I love about that is when they picked us to be number 11 in preseason, Big 12 was one of the toughest damn conferences in the country. And now that we kicking ass, they trying to act like it ain't. They're going to continue to move the goalposts every time we do well. Like someone said in a chat last night, you know, get your hernia looked at because of them goalposts getting heavy the way y'all keep moving them. But we just going to keep doing our thing and keep stacking these wins. And we ready to go.
I lied. We got some more questions. Do you know why LeJounte West was wearing number 10 and not number 1?
Yes. There's a rule within the NCAA about players switching numbers mid-season. And so that 1 is probably going to be like a more of an honorary thing than a functional thing. You know, you do have players who are on different sides of the ball that may switch jerseys during the game because you can't have, you know, 2 12s out there, that kind of thing. But there is a rule. Now, I can't cite the rule of what page it's on, but I was told that there is a rule that prevents players for cosmetic reasons, you know, from switching numbers in the middle of the season.
All right. Shout out to Frank Nitty for the $2. Said Fresh and Hoodlum. We forgot some good movies.
Oh yeah.
We only picked 5. Yep, those were good ones. New Jersey Drive.
Yeah, Fresh was the other level. You had that chess aspect to it, and Hoodlum took you back in the days, to that gangsterism. So them good ones, Frank Nitty.
A Bronx Tale. Shout out to Reverend BJ Nelson out in San Francisco. He said, salute to Chico and Neely. Neely, I got that beard oil is hidden. Beard is soft and untangled.
Oh man, it works wonders, man. I ain't just saying it because the name is on the bottle, but you go to facedbyjazz.com, FACEDBYJAS.com, order that beard oil, man. It had you shining and soft. And like he said, ain't no tangles in it, comb right through it.
Yes, indeed, man. So that's been another episode of UNK and Chico, man. Sunday Night Live. Y'all know what to do right now. Get in the chat right now. Let us know where you checked in from, how you checked in. Also hit the like button, subscribe, comment, and everything in between. Am I forgetting something? Oh, if you haven't run them likes up yet, run them likes up. Let me see if I can turn the theme music back up one more time. Hey, and then also let them know last time or the next time you'll see us on this UNK and Chico, because it won't just be Sunday Night Lives. It also might turn into what else?
Oh yeah. We're gonna add another night in the week. We just working through that. We got some big stuff coming postseason, man. There's gonna be a lot of more content, that's coming as the season begins to wind down and we get into the bowl games. When Colorado is going to win this Big 12 championship and so forth. So there'll be another night of UNK and Chico live. We got some other partnerships in the works, doing big things, man. It's on and popping. So please don't think when the season ends that the show ends.
Yep. That's only the beginning, baby, because we're going to keep going and going on up. Y'all know what to do, man. Hit the like, subscribe, comment, all the other good stuff. Make sure y'all run them likes up, man. For UNK and Chico. Until next time, we up and about this thing. Peace in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Run them likes up.
Run them likes up. Run them likes up. Run them likes up.
All right, we out.
Yeah. It's not good.